So we went to Staten Island with a team. It was 2 vehicles. One was a Canadian pastor and his family. They came down, they drove over 500 miles with food and fuel to go to Staten Island. And so we joined them in another vehicle, about 6 of us from Times Square Church. And we were working with a church in Staten Island that has gathered together all the pastors to really respond, because there wasn't much response going on. And how they got there, they cleaned one house we were in the Midland Beach area. They cleaned one house, and after they cleaned one house, all the neighbors asked them, please, please help us. So they've set up this command center in the first house they cleaned, and they're feeding like volunteers and the people who live around there, like 1,000 people a day. So you go there and they assign teams to go door to door to see what people need. What we did was we went, a team of us, to clean out a lady's basement that was completely filled with water. So we had to haul like furniture, and I mean this lady's entire life, like her Christmas ornaments, her books, her knitting. I mean, it broke your heart. And then it was also flooded, so we had to pump the water out. But at the end, we left the basement clean, we prayed with her, and it was just a blessing.
They called us to help this woman who had been living at this house for 80 years, and her house was just completely devastated. I mean, you could see on the second floor, you could see that the water had risen up to where her pictures were, her paintings. Miraculously enough, the woman and her 82-year-old husband survived, and the way they survived was they were ready to go. They made their peace with God, and they were ready to go. They had an air mattress that they both laid on, and she said the reason they saved themselves was because the water rose them. It took them up to their level, and they just waited until the rescue crew was there.
I was just floored at the devastation. Just people's life belongings on the side of the road, on the side of the street, tents where people are just asking for help and looking for food and water. And I didn't even expect to go today because I had my daughter here, but I had people here that were willing to keep her for me, so I was able to go out, and I'm so glad that I did, because what the media portrays and the pictures that we see on the internet is nothing compared to being there up close and personal and seeing it for yourself and understanding the deep need. And this is not going to go away in a week. It's not even going to go away in a month, I don't think.
They need volunteers. Please, one day, 1 hour, you can encourage these people if you go, because they really feel forgotten.
They need people to be able to move furniture, their refrigerator, and this is something that you can do. It's very practical. It's not something you have to pray about it. It's a need. So just go and meet that need, and I think you'll make Jesus proud.